Hi, fellow growers. Today it's gonna be a small update on the grow, how they've come so far, and it's gonna be a smaller video than usually. Um, we're gonna see and review how the veg went and a bit of the flowering phase. We're now at week 3 of flower right now. And we did 2 months of veg, almost like a month and 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks and a half. So yeah, everything went well at in the beginning, like you'll see, like you can see, I should say. And for the first 2 weeks, I just watered them from the top. I always do the kind of the same thing. I start with like a 250 millimeters the first day. And if the second day they drink it all, I'll go 350. The next day, if they drink it all, 450, and so on, so on, so on, until I reach about 2 liters per day. And it always takes about a week and a half or two for them to get at 2 liters per day. I'll also top dress in the meantime, and uh, I probably gave some biomass and some molasses as well. So yeah, for the first 2 weeks, when watered from the top, everything went well with the organic. For the synthetic, they grew normal, nothing big, nothing to be excited. Let's say. But talk we'll talk about the synthetic plants a bit later. After I'll discuss what happened grosso modo in the or with the organic plants, and yeah. So everything went well for 2 weeks. I start the valve on the autopot. Everything goes well for another 2 weeks. Top dress, everything went well, and I'd say at about month and a week, um, they started to be droopy because I started to give a new product, the fish shit. I'm sure almost everybody is knows what it is, but I'll get the bottle for you to see. So I started to give. I don't know. I'll just focus on it. So I started to give this little guy, and it worked pretty well. Honestly, more than pretty well. It worked great, and I was reading on the bottle, and it says I'll read it again just to make sure. It says every 2 to 7 days or as needed. So I was like, hey, I'll. You know what? I'll give this thing every week or every 2 weeks. Maybe I have to go back on what time during what time it was. I think it was like the after the first month or the third week and a half, let's say, of veg. And so yeah, give it the first time, everything goes well. I like it. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna put this to my calendar and give it every 2 weeks or every week, like the bottle says. I think I thought every week. So 1 week went by. Top dress. I give biomass. I'll show you biomass right now as well. Sorry, microbial mass pro. So yeah, I need to add. I gave them in the tank those two products when I gave them to the plants. And yeah, at first I was like, oh, everything's working well. We're gonna go like that. We're gonna do full tanks of biomass for, let's say they drink it every 4 days, a full tank. So I was like, okay, I can do it every 4 days. You're gonna drink this, drink that. And finally, the second time I gave the fish shit through the tank, um, the first day, oh yeah, everything went well, nice, but they were still doing well before I gave the fish shit. And the next day when I come back, they're all droopy. I also got like a bit of I got some little white fungus. Sorry for that, for the interruption. Needed to find a word, and I was like, oh, this is no good. This is no good, and I figured it was the fish shit. And after that, I needed to rethink through what I was doing because I was kind of I kind of already know it wasn't the best thing to do to give molasses for 4 days biomass through the tank because they're not those products. They I don't think they do well after a couple of days in water. And so yeah, I rethink this through. I needed to close the valve on the autopot, but I didn't close them, and I let them drink all of the tank that contained the fish shit. And after that, I closed the tank. I didn't refill any tanks. Close the valve. Sorry. And in my autopot, I got the air base that pitch air through the roots, and I crank my air pump to the max, so they'll dry for a couple days. I think I'll let them dry for like 2 to 3 days. I didn't wait for the soil to be completely, let's say, crispy, but yeah, I waited, and after that, I just gave water from the top. And when they were better, I restarted the tanks. I restarted to use the autopot tanks. And since then, what I've been doing, it's once a week, I'll close down the valve on the desired day. I'll wait uh, until the next day for them to have dry and have no water left in the bottom of the base of the other pot. And I'll water from the top with either one of my product or just water. So this way, um, my top dress can go from the top to bottom and feed actually the soil and not just the first layer like it wounded up doing. And yeah, so after that, everything went well. And since I flip into flower, like you'll see, um, that you won't see it, but since I flip into flower, they were doing really good the first week and a half. I do my foliar spray of chitosal 1 week before turning, and the first week of flower because it's a 2 week 2 week needs to pass by in between the foliar spray. So I do it. Plants go booming. They grow like a feet or two. The buds appear way faster and way bigger. But like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, I looked to them and they continue to be droopy. And I look at the synthetic table and I was like, hey, those buds are really bigger than mine. So I was like, hey, I figured out there was a problem, and I'll talk to the about the synthetic right after, I promise. And I figured I had a problem, and I check it out. My EC is like at the 0.2, 0.3. I'm like, hey, this is no good. And so actually, what ended up happening, I skipped a day of top watering because I did the foliar spray. The first foliar spray I should have. I did water from top, but the second one I didn't. I don't know why. I just didn't close the valve the day before, and maybe I had some things to do. I don't remember why, but I didn't do it. And how I know it's because I write everything down, but I might not write the reason sometimes. And so yeah, I looked through my note. I'm like, hey, okay, I skipped one. And they really didn't eat the last top dress of the blooming formula that I use. I use Gaia Green. Um, I, it's, if you tap a Gaia Green veg on the internet, I think it's the 444. It's the one for veg. I use this one in veg and the bloom one for bloom, as well as some other product, but it is no it is not important right now. And yeah, so after figuring out, I did two water from the top, and I check a bit on the internet, And I figured maybe my pH was a bit too high, since at the bottom of every pot I got the air base and also the plastic base of uh, uh, made by Autopot. But on top of that, I started to add a layer of cocoa soil, and just cocoa, and on top of the cocoa, the rest is soil. And yeah, I figured, hey, maybe I know cocoa needs a lower pH to have better absorption of the stuff. And so now, last night, I've lowered my pH from 7.1, and 7.1 is too high. I don't know why it came down to 7.1. I lowered it to 6.2. And today the difference seems they're not droopy anymore. They were not since I've watered from top 3 days ago. 3 days ago, and I've been watering every day from the top uh, to make it so the top dress goes equally under there. And yeah, the one with the 6.2 of pH, they're doing really well. But I didn't lower the pH on the other tank because I got two tanks, and they're doing well also. But they didn't have any kind of the problem that the one on the middle had. So we'll see about that in the next video. But yeah, for the synthetic grow one that you'll see right now I'll show a bit of veg and also right after flower. Um, for the first month, I was like, hey, I don't know if they're going to be big. They're okay, but nothing more than okay. And my friend was like, hey, you see. We need to do two months of veg. I'm not a big 2 months of veg guy. I prefer a month, a month and a week, a month and 2 week maximum. But it was like, okay, let's do it. But when we arrive at 1 month and 3 weeks, I was like, hey, those are now big. Even him was like, yeah, I think we should flip. So they're doing really well. And for my friend, he's saying it's not the Nexus, it's not the Nirvana. He said it could be better. So I'm really eager to see what the final product will look like. I think that on this grow there's really a nice dynamic, which is his stuff is growing well as mine. I run into problem. He has run into problems. I don't know what problems he ran into, but it's nice to see that there's a bit of competition right now. His was bigger. Mine was mine were smaller, and I wanted to find why and get to the same size as him for the buds. And that's what I like about doing on one table synthetic, on the rest of the and on the rest of the room organic. And I'll show it to you right now as well. I had a comment on one of my video, and the person asked in the for the last grow, "Hey, is that a mother plant or whatever?" And for the last grow, I don't consider it mother plant when I start the seed and make it go to 3 months of veg, because I want to see the full potential and what it should really look like in flower to clone it to be, and because I'll be cloning it as well. So it is what I did. We're growing this new strain right now too. The tall one that you'll see on the screen right now. They all became tall, and so yeah. For the to respond at this comment, and I guess to the not the question in general, but just um, to get in the subject. Um, the mother that I'm showing right now, those are what butters and flowers should look like for me. I know they're big and tall, but you'll see they gave a lot, and I always make ash out of my mother plants. But the person who commented on the plant, the other plant wasn't a mother, but you can see that this genetic just grows super tall. Honestly, it's I had some tall genetic in the past, but this one impresses me. Um, I like the way she split and has and has height in between buds, so a lot of aeration. And yeah, this was the small response on the subject of mother plants and started from seed. And I also wanted to talk a bit about of outdoor grow. I'm doing every summer I'm doing outdoor grow, but a small amount of plant, like one plant over here, another plant over there, maybe two or three here, and I always I always grow male with females to make seeds. And we're turning our new genetics into F2 this summer. And I can't wait to see it. Uh, if you guys would be interesting on trying some of those seeds, I'd like you to comment. Unfortunately, I'd be only sending seed in Canada, not in the US or in Europe. I'm it would be a gift, and I don't really know the laws in other country, and I don't really want to walk that path too. But yeah, the people that would want to grow it and share it on YouTube or anywhere, Instagram, where I could see and share it as well. I'd give out some seed of the outdoor grow, and we'll be making some water, some bubble with it as well. So yeah, this is the upcoming plans for the upcoming plans for what I'll be showing on the channel. And I hope you like the footage I've did this time. Um, this was Pongro. See you in the next one. Synthetic fed are really looking great this time. Even though we're at 6 weeks of veg, we'll do 2 months my friend asked me, and to do 2 months, and to be completely honest, I understand why. I think the result will be there. And for me, in the organic this time, I'm doing the new Pheno I hunted last grow, which is this one. It's Magenta OJ from In-House Genetic, crossed with a mix of Hitman OJ and Peach Ring. You can see it give some tall plants with tall nodes, but I really enjoyed the flavor on this one. That's why we're doing it. Those are the two mothers. This one is the Platinum OJ. The other one in the back, it's the Peach Ring X Hitman OJ. Some other Peach Ring. Over there we got our Platinum. In the back, 2 other Platinum. So this is what it looks like for the current grow. I just wanted to show you a quick glimpse of what it looks like for future episode. But that will be it for me for today. It will end our organic versus synthetic series. I hope you enjoy it, even though it wasn't perfect. I still got to say, it was my first attempt at doing a series in a long form, and like I said at the beginning, I will try to do more concentrated on one plant episode, or maybe a set of plants like this rectangle, or maybe this one, or maybe the 2 mothers. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and go see my shorts. I'll maybe be posting a bit more on the short side than on the longer side in between crops. So have a great day. Bye bye.